everybody cuts off, it'll automatically stop the recording. Wow, there's been some good stuff shared too before now, darn it.
It's okay.
It says stop sharing.
Yeah.
So I think it would be recording.
Well, no, it says recording now, so you have the little red thing that wasn't there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we're good. We're recording now.
Recording.
Okay, so are any of the, so there's 3 of you certified there, are any of you still in your sensational start period?
No.
Okay, so how long is the sensational start period?
70 days.
70 days, okay, so there's no opportunity for any of you certifieds to get personal sensational start points, but there is for your new team members. So Christy's added a new team member here in September. If they were, so they have September, October, and a little bit of November, let's just say they have September, October, and they earn a sensational start level. What level do you want to say they earn, and how many points do you get for that?
I'm going to go with the first level.
Level 1, and how many points do you as their sponsor get for them earning sensational start level 1?
500. Page.
It's page 4.
Yeah.
Level 1 is
They
get 1,000. You get 500.
Okay.
Is it 500?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get 500, they get 1,000. So it's kind of fun to start promoting the incentives to your brand new teamies too, because they can earn it as well, which is another benefit of you sponsoring them early in the incentive period.
And your second one, what level are you going to project that they earn?
I'm going to guess level 1 as well.
Okay. So we'll put level 1 in there for each of those. So now there's another, so see, you've now got 2,800 points from your new team members there. Can you see that?
Uh-huh.
And so, Christy, what's really cool about this is you're being conservative. So you're going to know as it goes along how your points are growing and how you can actually control a little bit more of the numbers to get your points, right? So one thing that I say when I sponsor a new team member is, oh, and by the way, all of our team members go for level 3 sensational start. Level 3 sensational start is, and then I break it down. And I say, oh, and just so you know, all of our team members go to SFR, so put this on your calendar. The dates are, and then I tell her where and when. And literally that language is a buy-in language. That language is letting them know this is the norm, this is what we all try to do, sensational start level 3, and here's how you do it. And then, oh yeah, and then we all go to SFR. And I plant the seed from day 1. The beautiful thing is, if they don't hit sensational start level 3, because we all know the statistics, it's very, 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 very challenging. Less than 1% of the entire new consultancy base hits it, right? But here's what happens is most of mine, I can't even tell you the last time. It was probably about a year ago, I've had a sensational start level 1 earner. Because they do shoot for level 3 because that's the standard we set. And if they don't get it, then they hit level 2. And that's still better than shooting for the low and hitting it and then feeling good just about that. And I'm not telling you to, yeah, you should say level 2. It's the beautiful thing about how we build that belief in them from the very beginning. The belief that events are kind of a big deal, SFR, and then of course hitting sensational start level 3. It's just what we all go for. And it's not lying, it's so true.
And actually one of the trainings we'll be doing in SOAR talks about the belief triangle and how belief drives action, which drives results. So us as their sponsor, it's important for us to show them what's possible and to build that belief within them so that they are taking the actions necessary that's going to help drive those kinds of results. So we'll talk a lot about that in that particular training we'll be doing.
This Tuesday, 7 p.m. on Zoom. Brandy has the link.
Okay, so this line item is we get points for rank advancing. So what do you have to do if you're certified to rank advance to lead?
$1,000 group PRV and 500 and regular PRV and an active consultant.
And 1 active.
I looked it up
brought my
because
Italian
I
guy home with
have
me.
Ha!
I want to get this.
So you're right. You need to do personally 500 on your own. And your team or people within your team, your team members all of you combined need at least 1,000 in TWV, right? Or GWV, right?
Go ahead.
Then that means you promote to lead. And what do you get when you promote to lead, Christy? How many points?
I have no idea.
It's 300. And it says it on the page 4 of the point tracker sheet, okay?
1,500
So-
per month.
So Christy,
Yeah.
you need to have sponsored somebody to promote to lead, which you will have done on this projection sheet in which month?
In September.
September, right? And we're saying they're going to get certified in September, so chances are they will have sold, and they're going to be active, so they will have sold 200 or more. So with your 1,250 that you're going to do yourself and them 200, their 200 or more, will you promote to lead?
I think so, yes.
Yep. So you would get, is it 300 points? I don't have that
Yep.
sheet in front of me. 300 for that rank advancement. Okay.
No, it's 1,500.
How much?
1,500.
1,500.
That is your payment title.
Because why?
300 is when you get paid at title.
Oh, you're right. I was looking on the wrong sheet, huh?
Excellent. Okay. 1,500.
Yeah, that sounds so much better.
Now, what do you have to do to get to the next rank advancement levels? Now that you're lead, you're going for what?
Star.
Star, what do you need for star?
It's on,
It- It's on page 61 in the new catalog.
here you go.
Oh, thanks.
Star right there. Do we need more light in here?
You need
It's
2
just
active
they have
frontline
backlighting.
consultants.
2 active frontline consultants. When will she have 2 active frontline consultants?
I think in what,
December.
November?
November?
And how much does she need in GWV?
2,500.
And she's projecting 2,000 herself plus
Team members, giving them.
at least 2 team members doing 200 or more. So it's pretty likely that she's going to have the numbers for star consultant in November. So how many points would she get for promoting to star in November?
2,000.
2,000?
See, Christy, you could promote twice before Christmas. What?
Easily. Okay, so just based on what you're projecting you would do here, you would have 3,500 points from your rank advancement area of the incentive program. So fantastic. Okay, great. And then of course, if you do even more numbers, or one of those is a rock star and they're doing sensational start level 3 and doing even more in GWV, there's a chance you could rank advance even one more level, which would be even more points. But let's just be conservative here, which is what we've done the whole time of where these numbers could come from. Okay, so monthly paid at title. What do you get at certified paid at title?
You get 500 points. Yes. And then you get 1,500 if you get 500.
I think they said 300 points.
We don't get anything for certified.
Nothing for
Yeah,
certified.
that is correct.
Nothing for certified. But when you get to lead, how much do you get?
300.
300. Okay, so you get 300 here.
Which you could do, Christy, because we just projected that you would rank advance with your personal promotion points with the team members that you sponsored, right?
Yep. Right. Okay, so then you would rank advance again here in August, September, October, November to star. What do you get for star?
400.
400. Okay, so you'd be at star there at these other months, so 400. So you can see how your rank advancement points, there's what, 4,300 points by you accomplishing those 2 things, those 2 rank advancements over the course of the incentive period. See that? 3,500 for your personal promotion points plus your paid at title points, another 1,800. Okay, so paid at entry title consistency. How does that one work and what do you get for it?
Nothing.
Why?
There's
Why not?
Certified. We have to be
Yep, you
leads.
have to be lead or better. So what do you, if you're certified, what do you want to look at this? You want to look at this and go, know what? Next year's for next year's incentive, I'm going to be lead or higher.
Yep.
So I'm going to get these 2,500 points next year. But so you're doing a building block thing, but certified consultants don't qualify for that 2,500 consistency bonus here because they don't have a team at the start of the incentive period, but you will for next year. So let's see. Oh, and then the other one is just for superstar directors. If they can get paid at superstar director title, they have no opportunity for personal promotion points like Christy has 3,500 here. Superstar directors are already at the top, so there is no personal promotion point opportunities for superstar directors. So we'll just ignore that one here and go down here and let's see how you did. 18.6. Okay, see the total points and see the non-PRV total points. Okay, so
You're
let's,
golden.
the goal was what, 22,000?
22,000, and out of all of those, 4,400 had to be non-PRV. So did you make it that way?
Yes.
Yeah, by a long shot.
Okay,
Just
so
by
what that,
sponsoring two even.
so what that tells us is you don't need any more non-PRV points, so you're good there, but you need more total points. So that can come anywhere. That can come from sponsoring more people. That can come from doing a few more parties to get sales. That can come from,
It could come from more PRV even.
it can come from more PRV because you already have the non-PRV points that you had, that you need. So, okay, so we're going for 22,000. So we need another 3,400 to reach the goal.
So, Christy, what do you do right now to get your PRV? What have you been doing?
Selling it to most of my coworkers, honestly.
So you share it in a basket form, or do you enter it as parties? How do you do it? Or both?
I actually have scent circles in all of the bathrooms. I work in a hospital. And so the scent circles bring people to me without me doing anything. And then my friends order stuff all of the time. And I've had some parties. I had a party last night.
Oh, okay, cool. So how do they know to come to you by smelling a scent circle in the bathroom?
Honestly, because it's a big department, but everybody most of the people there know that I sell it, and those that don't ask, and then somebody tells them that it's me, and then they come to me.
So do you think it's fair to say that you put the word out there, you shared yourself enough to know that people are going to kind of get the idea because of how you initially put yourself out there?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, yeah, how else would they know that Christy's the Cincy gal unless you put yourself out there somehow, some way, right?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't sound like you have your contact info on the scent circle.
I do not.
Okay. So what would you say is your average party?
Probably about 500, maybe.
Oh. So look at your PRV sales right here. If your average party is 500, you have control over how many more parties or shares you want to do. What if you simply did one more share or PRV event every month? One more party a month. What would that do? First of all, I'm not trying to talk you into it. I'm trying to paint a picture. Do you think you could do one more party a month between now and the end of January?
Possibly.
No. Don't tell me what I want to hear, sister. I want to know what you believe. Out of all of those months, tell us which months you really think you could probably do one more party.
Probably October and November.
Oh, okay.
And those are the smartest months to do it because that's when people are buying for themselves and for others. So,
And
let's
then, so,
let's
so
put
then you,
2,000 in there for October and 2,500 in there for November.
and let me just share this, Christy. You don't even have yourself set up for two parties in January. Not according to your average, right?
Right.
It's double half price month. Double the hosting rewards month. Bring back my bar shares. And nobody said earning these incentive trips was easy. It's only going to happen when we work and stretch ourselves. And we've got to put ourselves out there. If you want a bigger reward, then you got to do bigger things. So realistically, don't you think you could at least do 2 parties in January?
Sure. Yes.
I think you can. You've been doing it all along, and now you have a bigger nugget at the end, I'm thinking, because you want to earn this incentive for yourself, all expenses paid. Well, it's going to take a little bit of effort, right? So we're going to add a party, which is 500. Did you do that, honey?
Yep.
To January?
No, I need to go to 1250 then. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's say
just
that
by adding 1 party over 3 months, half of the incentive period months, your total now is what, honey?
we're at 20,000.
Oh my golly, we're only 1,900 points away from making this happen in your world, Christy.
Okay. So, I mean, these trips, they require us to stretch ourselves. Why? Because A, they help us build our businesses bigger and be more successful and set us up for future growth because we're growing our customer base is larger. And then we're also building a sales team too. So the other aspect of this is they can't be, if they were so easy that everybody could do them during the holiday selling season, then, you know, you couldn't afford, since you couldn't afford to do them. I mean, so it requires that we have to really push ourselves a little bit and just go, you know what, I want to make this happen. You have to really want to make this happen. So, and we're so close here. So let's do this now. Let's say you're able to get 1 more person from all these couple additional parties, one more person to join your team. And we're going to put that in October. Okay. So that means here, and they're going to do their 200 and be active. So this is going to go to 200. We now have 3 people. So this is going to go to 300. Because we have 3 people now in each of these months. And let's
Did you follow this right here, Christy?
Yeah, I understand.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. And then we're going to have 1 more that person do sensational start level 1.
And I have a proposal here, because I'm looking at 3 sensational start level 1 achievers. Really, Christy, don't you think one of them is going to hit at least level 2? I mean, 1 out of the 3.
Okay, yes. Yes, I
So
do.
let's
I
say
believe you this time.
what do you get for level 2?
What is it, 1,000 points?
Yep.
1,000. Okay, now let's see how we are.
You've done
Boom.
it.
Right on.
Big day! Christy
Woo! Woo! Okay.
Sorry, Aggie.
So there's your plan right there, right to the absolute point number.
Which
You get
that
22,000
doesn't usually
points.
happen. That's fun. That hasn't happened in our dozen or so breakdowns of this.
Never gotten it to exactly the point number. So, all right.
So here's what's fun.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so here's what's fun, Christy, is that we were conservative initially, and then we just went and tweaked our business plan, our incentive trip plan, to where we, in your world, felt like, you know, I could do it. It's not going to be simple, but I want to bust a move because I want it to happen, right?
Right.
Any one of you in that room right now, every one of you, and this is what I want from you, Brandy. I would love for every one of you to share some kind of visual with Brandy of you in your incentive earned environment. What does it feel like, Christy, for you to be at Marco Island? Are your feet in the sand? Are you sipping a beverage with your toes in the water? Are you getting a spa? Are you just sleeping in and having room service? What does it feel like to you? Create some kind of visual and share it with someone. And my challenge to you is at least to share it with Brandy, because that is when you're going to start creating this business plan to a goal, to a vision. And once it becomes a vision, then we tend to, as human nature, according to Walt Disney, we share it with others. The more you share that vision with others, the more contagious you are. Your passion's going to be automatic because you're going to start to believe it. Then when you start to believe it, your actions will follow. Then when your actions follow, so do the results. And then when the results follow, then guess what? We believe it more. And then we want to do more. And then we get more and we grow more. And it just keeps going. I'm so excited to play with you in Marco Island.
Are you able to send me by email or somehow this actual tracker?
Yeah, Ken.
Why don't you let me answer that? Not to my knowledge.
Well, Ken has been able to in the past, but I think I can.
Can you take a pitch screenshot of it, Danette?
Yeah, but you have to scroll it so I can see the whole thing.
Okay, because my screen is different than yours, so you'll just have
He's
to
using a tablet, which doesn't have all the features. But yes, we can.
So let me tell me when it's where you can do a screenshot.
Hey, will you get that stop video chat and all that? Click off of that because that's.
Oh, is that showing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wait, you can't. We have
There.
a question. What's the reason why you can't send it?
I don't know how to capture it where I'm at. Danette can do a screenshot and then email it or PM it.
I'll PM it to you.
On the I just gonna ask because the tablets I'm not 100% sure. See that printer button? You can't save it as a PDF
Oh, let me try that.
because I don't know if it automatically will try to print it or. if
Let's
you
try.
can- Let's see. Go down.
Formatting.
It doesn't let you choose where it's
Where
going.
the print, it doesn't allow the.
Yeah, it's not letting you choose where it goes, so that's probably why you can't do it. That's okay. I was just double checking.
That's a great thought, though. Let me see if I can do that. But you got to go back to it, Booger.
Yeah. And that's not my name. And it's not funny. Not funny either. Okay. Yeah, shoot. That was a good thought. How about
Okay,
that?
let me see what I see. No. Yeah, I didn't. No. I'll just screenshot it, but can you make it so we can see the whole thing, honey, or are you working on that?
Let me see if I can save it.
Email as attachment. What about
Share
the
right there.
email as attachment?
Right there, download.
Oh, there's a download app, yeah.
Or just email the attachment, you can type her email in.
Download as PDF. Let me do that first just to make sure I have it captured.
And then you guys, Ken is going to finish up with you, and hopefully when you all sign off, it'll stop the recording. Because I'm going to our state fair. I have a shift, so I had so much fun. Thank you for letting us share, but I hope we get to see all of you in Soaring to Success group, okay?
Thank you,
I love your hearts. Bye-bye.
And I'm out.
Bye, Booger.
Bye.
I know it's your name.
Who am I sending this to?
Christy, it's CHRISTIREDDING at ymail.com.
At what?
Ymail.com?
WHY?
No,
Y
it's
is
just the letter Y.
Oh, why? Like in Yahoo Mail?
Exactly.
When I
Okay.
get those on drawing slips, I always think someone's
And not doing Gmail.
yes. I'm like, it's cheating.
All right, let's see if that works.
Let's see.
Okay, so you should all have an idea now how this works. This spreadsheet is available on TeamTalk too, so you can do it this way if you want. Just go click on it, bring it up on your computer, and you can plug in and play with your numbers, or you can obviously do it manually by hand on a PDF version and just figure out how it is you're going to go about doing it. If you feel like, and what do you want? One of the things you want to do is when you get to your target numbers, you want to look at it and go, what really feels intimidating to me? What feels like, wow, I don't know if I can do that. I'm not comfortable. What gives you anxiety about earning those numbers? And then that's where you spend a little bit of time in training. That's where you spend some time, especially in the SOAR group, focused on that area, because we'll talk about ideas for generating PRV sales based on each month's opportunities for generating PRV sales. We'll talk about, sponsoring and how to use the various tools and, language to use to start the conversation regarding the business opportunity. And then how do you have dialogue about that with somebody in a way that they can see whether it's something they would want to do or would fit in their, in their lifestyle to be a Sensei consultant and join your team. So we'll be spending time on all of that. So think about that, reflect a little bit on that, or as we talked about at SFR this year, sit on the bench, the Disney bench, and think about, how am I going to do this, and how am I going to stay focused and excited about earning this? And then the last thing to do, once you kind of go, this is kind of generally how I'm going to pull this off, print it out, stick it up on a wall, stick it in your office, stick it on your mirror in the bathroom, wherever, but make it visible so that you're constantly reminding yourself. One of the things you're going to learn about this business is what you feed your brain is what your body will do. So if you're feeding your brain with, I'm really uncomfortable with how I'm going to sponsor 3 people, feed your brain on ideas on how to sponsor people. And then your body and your actions and the things you do and the words you say will follow. So same thing, if you're uncomfortable with, wow, I don't know if I'm going to be able to book that many parties or do that many parties to do that much in PRV, then we'll be talking about strategies and ideas to get more parties booked or to do more in sales in other ways that you can integrate into your busy lifestyle in a way that you can achieve these numbers and make this incentive happen for you. So that's kind of what we wanted to cover. This is kind of how we go about doing this. So hopefully that was educational and a learning experience, and hopefully it was motivating to you to go, you know what, it's going to be a stretch, but I could pull something like this off. I could earn a free vacation for myself. How big a deal would that be, right?
Pretty awesome.
Pretty
So
awesome.
Ken, this is Angie, and like as we were running through this with Christy, and I was thinking about my numbers, specifically where I'm at in my business, and
Okay.
why I want to earn level 3 to get both Chris and I fully expense paid. We actually want to do it for SFR. We really want to make a huge Austin trip out of it for the 2 of us.
Okay.
And as I was going through my numbers, I'm still like 10,000 points off. So, is that something that, I don't want to bore everybody here with that, but is that something that's in the group, people in my same situation, same level, also trying to earn that? Like, will that kind of stuff be covered as how we stretch to those?
Yes. Yeah. So, and the beauty of that is everybody in that group is all about helping each other. So one of the things we've already talked about in the group for those people that are there is doing accountability partners or being a part of an accountability group. And also, the overall SOAR group itself is all about sharing, this is what I want to accomplish. This is what I'm seeing as where I'm at. So now let's talk about ideas of how I can get my points to where I want them to be.
Right.
So we can do that in the group. You can do that with your group there. I'd love for you guys, now that you kind of have an idea how you can get the points and all that, think about where could I get more points? And am I missing anything? So sometimes when you're doing this, obviously with Christy, we walk through it all together. Maybe you guys as a group do that with yours and go, well, you know what, you're missing points here, or you didn't think about that, or you would be getting more points for this if that's what you accomplished. And I'm always happy to do one-on-ones. Let's not do it here because we already did one-on-one, but I'm always happy to do a separate Zoom. Just PM me or PM Danette, and we'll do a one-on-one Zoom, and we'll walk through it with you and or anybody else who's in a similar situation until you feel like you've got a tracker that gets you to the numbers you want, and then figure out where your points are coming from, and then figure out now what action steps do I need to be taking to be earning those points over the course of this 6-month incentive period.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Well, yeah, you're very welcome. Any other questions or thoughts?
Anything, Brandy?
Nope, I'm good. So I just had one question. this digital form where that's on Team Talk that you tagged me in?
Yeah, so just go to Team Talk and in the search for that group, put in my name. And then I think you have to scroll down about 8 or 10 posts, maybe a dozen posts, and you'll see the incentive tracker calculator. And if you click on that, it'll bring it up just like I have it here. Actually, it'll probably have Christie's numbers in it. And then you can just clear out the numbers. Don't clear out the totals in that last colored column, but you can clear out those numbers and then put in your own name, your own number, and do just exactly what we just did.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, and you could do that with your group right now for anybody who still wants to create their own. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fantastic because it really is the Christie version up on her computer. So.
yeah.
Yep. Okay, perfect. Any other thoughts?
Just thank you
Just that
so
we think
much.
you're fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking time.
Yes,
Yeah, you
thank
bet.
so much.
We love doing it, and we love having you guys on the trips because they are a blast and they're worth the effort. Trust me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Okay, have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, see now. Oh, it's because they have the computers. Now I can see everything.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Now I can
It's
see you guys too. Oh, I
Yeah,
stopped.
because I think when you're viewing your TV or your computer screen, then it blocks the other stuff.
Yeah, I stopped sharing the screen, so that's what it was. Hi, you
Yeah.
guys.
Hi.
All right, have a good rest of your day. See
You
ya.
too.
Thank you. Bye.